lovelies. This is going to be an all about pastel slash bleached kind of hair, facts, concerns, damage control. So if you're thinking about dyeing your hair or you've already dyed it and you've either done it well or you have completely dead, that's just kind of all going to be addressed in this video. So if that's interesting to you, then keep on watching. So first I want to address the concern about actually dyeing your hair. Before I had my silver pastel hair, I had bright red, which I had had for 3 years, and I put that just straight on top of my natural hair color, which is brown. So the stain was very bad, because if you've ever had red hair, you know that shit does not come out. It just takes forever. So pre-doing this, I let that fade completely, and then I started bleaching. Now, I have never bleached my hair prior to this, so I was really kind of new to it. I tried a few different bleaches that just didn't work. They lifted it maybe like 2 shades, but I needed like, well, here are my bleached roots. I needed this ash blonde in order to get my color. So I made the mistake of using the developer with my bleach that was 30 to 40, which hurt my hair, and then in addition to that, I really screwed up and I bleached like all of it in a week. I did like day after day bleaching. Now normally the best way to do that, and mind you, I'm not a hair specialist, this is just the best way for me and what I've seen with other people. You want to wait at least a week in between bleaching. Your hair, even if it doesn't feel that bad after the first bleaching, all of the nutrients, all of the color, it's just getting sucked right out. You need time for that to repair, and you need time for your hair to build up its oils again and help heal itself. So, don't do that. Now, onto when you do bleach it, you don't really want to go above a developer that's more than 20 or 30. Now I know if you want the strongest lift, it's easier to use 30 to 40, but it really does hurt your hair, and take it from me, it's hell trying to get your hair back to its normal state. So I recommend 20 to 30 and then wait days in between. Now once you've bleached it, just getting to like the silver, the pastel, I use Shimmer Lights shampoo, blonde and silver to tone my hair, and that just gets rid of any of the brassy tones, any of the blonde really, and it makes this really lovely white and silver. So you can get this, I think, for $13 for this bottle or $22 for like a larger bottle, and I know they have this at Sally's. I don't know about other beauty supply places, but you can check. So on to maintenance, and I'm going to include the dyeing with the maintenance because it kind of is both. I use things like Crazy Colors, Manic Panic, kind of the scene phase dyes, and then you mix that with conditioner, and so when you dye it, you're actually conditioning your hair. Now that helps with the repair process because you're putting back in the pigment, you're putting back in the nutrients and things that you sucked out with the bleach. Now it's important usually to use a conditioner that is silicone free. Now silicone makes your hair feel very soft, and that's why it's in so many hair products. However, it does make your hair like covered. It covers your hair. And so you need your hair to be semi-porous in order for the dye to penetrate the shaft of the hair. And so if your conditioner isn't silicone free, it won't really let the dye go into your hair. Now this one has silicone, but I needed the biggest amount for the cheapest price. And so you can get these for like $5 at Target or Walmart. But just if you want the best result, silicone free is probably going to work the greatest. So that just helps put the moisture and the pigment back into your hair. But actually, like, conditioning your hair, you're gonna need to take some time to build your hair's healthiness back up. Now, the shampoo that I use is the Fairly Traded Honey shampoo from Lush. This stuff is my holy grail shampoo. It's literally 50% of the bottle is honey. And honey is great because it has antibacterial properties, which help keep your scalp nice and clean, which helps also rejuvenate the hair follicles, which helps hair growth, since your scalp is probably going to be kind of damaged from the bleach. Also, honey is great for moisturizing your hair. Honey is great for moisturizing your skin or anything, but especially your hair. When it's dead, the honey is just going to help make it softer, shinier, more moisturized. All good. Now, Lush is an all-natural company. This has, like, I think sulfates in it to make it foam up in your hair, but that's it. So they're pretty much all of their shampoos, their conditioners, they're all going to be amazing for your hair. But if you don't have the money or inclination to spend $20+ on shampoo and conditioner, there's ones like just TRESemme that will make your hair feel better. Now, you pay less attention to conditioning my hair in the shower, since the shampoo I use already moisturizes it, and I use like a tiny bit of my TRESemme just to smooth it out. It's because after I get out of the shower is when I pay the most attention to it. After the shower, I use Lush R&B leave-in conditioner. This will get your hair back. These Lush products really do help, I find. And so the R&B, let me show you it. It's just this really, can you see that? Okay. It's this really thick, creamy combination of oils and butters, and it just conditions your hair so nicely. It makes it so soft, so shiny. It smells amazing like most Lush products do. I love this stuff. This is the reason my hair is not falling out. Now often I'll combine that after the shower with some of my Bumble&Bumble Invisible Hair Oil. Now when I combine these two, I put about 2 pumps of this and then a tiny little pea-sized amount of the Lush conditioner, and then just run it through my hair. Now when your hair is damaged, you especially want to concentrate it on the ends, because that's where you're going to be getting all the breakage. But you also want to kind of massage a tiny bit into your scalp, because you don't want your roots to go completely dead after you've bleached or dyed your hair. If your roots and your scalp are dry, irritated, lacking nutrients, your hair is not going to grow nicely after. You need to condition the rest of the hair so it looks nice and feels nice, but in order for your hair to be nice and healthy, you need to pay attention to the roots too. Show your roots some love. Trust me. So that's just my kind of daily routine with the shampoo and conditioning, and then leave-in conditioner afterwards. But about once or twice a week, I find it really important to do a hair mask. Now, I have always used olive oil. That's just since middle school I've used olive oil. I've always found that that's what my scalp and my hair liked the best. But recently I've been trying out coconut oil, because I've been seeing a ton of people on YouTube just all over using coconut oil for moisturizer, for shaving cream, for hair product. And I figured I might as well give it a try since so many people are raving about it. And it's really nice. When you use it as a hair mask, I find that it's best to start at the roots and massage it in. And like section off your hair, massage it in, section off your hair, massage it in. Basically as if you were dyeing your hair. And then once you have it all over your roots, then you bring it down with your hairbrush or just with your fingers and massage it into the rest of the hair. And I did it last night actually. When I do that, I do it at night and then I sleep with it. And that's actually called the inversion method, and I can talk about that in a later video, because that's a whole separate deal. But then you wake up and wash it out and your hair is shiny, it feels like thicker because there's more substance in your hair. It just feels lovely. And so I still like using my coconut oil, but I think, my olive oil. But I think the coconut oil has me won over. Now, if you're not interested in buying like fancy hair care products, coconut oil can actually also replace those. I can't say if it'll do a better or worse job than actual products that you would buy for your hair, because everyone's hair is different. Just like everyone's skin is different, everyone's skin type, everyone's hair type, it's all gonna be slightly off from each other. But after you get out of the shower, you can also take coconut oil, which when you open it up and take it out, it just melts right in your hand. If I could show you that real fast. Oh, okay, dropping it. So you just put it in your hand and it just starts to melt. And so you can just massage that in, and it makes this really lovely smooth oil. And then you can just take that and work it through your hair, and that'll just add some shine and help keep it protected through the day. Sorry, almost dropping my jar of oil. Anyway, so that does a really good job too of moisturizing it. So for masks or just for every day, coconut oil is definitely a good way to go. Now, onto something that's less product and more technique. When your hair is bleached or pastel, just if you have it at all damaged, you want to be careful when you're brushing it, because when it's damaged, it's more inclined to break. Your hair is just lost a lot of its nutrients and its suppleness, and so it really is very fragile. You want to be careful with it. And so when you're brushing it, you want to use something that has more wider bristles like these. You don't want to use like a really tiny comb unless you're doing just small sections. And you definitely want to start at the end and make sure there's no tangles, and then slowly work your way up. And you also, it's good to brush your hair after you put products in, like the oils, because that'll help run the oils all through your hair and start repairing all of it. Basic rule is be gentle with your hair, whether it's brushing or product or anything. If it's going to be damaged, even if you only bleached it once, it's going to need some time. So you just really need to be gentle with it. And final thing is just kind of, whether your hair is damaged or normal, be careful with the heat tools. If you need your hair to be curly every single day, do overnight. Do overnight heatless things. If you need your hair to be straight, then you just figure a way that it uses the least amount of heat, because that really just zaps the life out of your hair. Now I know you want your hair to look nice, you want it to feel and look and all that shiz. You want it to be nice. But if you want it to be healthy, you need to take care of it. So also just remember, I'm not a hair specialist, this is just my experience. Just be careful with the heat tools. So that's pretty much most of the things, my advice on hair. I would love to hear your guys' input on how you keep your hair healthy, any products or tools that you use that you found helps damaged hair, because I'm still working on my repairing. Thank you for watching, and subscribe. Bye guys!